Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecom12.blogspot.com and welcome to my gaming performance test on the Nokia Lumia 930. So, let's get straight into it. Let's start off with Call of Dead. Now, I was looking for some kind of FPS game to test out on the Lumia 930, and this is one of the ones I found, and it looked quite interesting, although the graphics are mediocre and the gameplay is really quite tedious, but to tell you the truth, this is the first game we're only starting off with, and Windows Phone has not got much of a library for me to choose from, or at least much of an interesting library, and this game was free. I can say for some people they can find it fun. I gave it to a friend and he apparently liked it a lot, and he kept on playing it, but for me it's really quite boring and tedious. It runs very well on the Lumia 930, that being said, but I still think this could be a much more interesting game than just what we get here. Next we've got Subway Surf, and this game I'm going to tell you is much better. The graphics are very good, it's very addictive gameplay, and even though this is kind of like a rip-off of Temple Run, I prefer this over Temple Run much more. Mainly because the graphics look so much more alive, and the gameplay is faster as well. Temple Run seems very dull on graphics. And yeah, that's all I can say about it really. Great graphics, great sound, and great gameplay. And the next one is Traffic Racer. Now this one is not as good as Subway Surf, but for some, again, they can find it quite fun. I thought this would be one of those arcade kind of races where you could smash into cars, but unfortunately it's not. What you basically have to do is avoid all these cars whilst driving through traffic. Now the downside is, it takes a long time for traffic to build up. I wish there was more traffic on the game as you started off, because it just makes it way too easy. And since it's so easy, the game gets boring really quite quickly. That being said though, it does look very nice on the Lumia 930. The sound is nothing special, because if you just listen to it, as you can hear, the car is very boring to listen to. The engine is such a very boring sound. But that being said, it can be fun for some, but it's not really for me. Now, I've saved the best till last. Asphalt 8. Now, I'm going to say, this game is available for iOS, Android, and Windows Phone, but for Windows Phone, it just seems much better. First of all, the graphics, they seem that bit better on Windows Phone, and that bit does seem like it goes a long way. I mean, just when I'm doing the stunts, or when I'm just looking at the colours, it looks so great, and I think that's also down to the Lumia 930's OLED screen. This is obviously a 1080p panel, and that really does help out to make this game look much nicer. I mean, just as you scrape against the wall, you can see the sparks on the car. Gameplay I've talked about before, I prefer it when I can actually drive the car as opposed to the car driving itself and being automated. That's not really playing a game in my opinion, but it is one of the better racing car games out there for mobile devices. That was a really cool takeout right there. And the graphics as I'm going this tunnel look so nice as well, as the shadows creep in and stuff, and as the sparks you just saw right there. Now I'm going to stay quiet and just let you take a look at some gameplay and listen to the sound. So, as you can see, the game runs perfectly with no problems at all. So guys, thanks very much for watching my game performance test on the Nokia Lumia 930. Please follow me on my social networks. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram, and shoot me a question there or in the comment section below and I will answer it as soon as possible. Thanks guys again for watching, and a big thanks must go over to Nokia for sending me this over tribute. And I'll see all of you next time. Take care.